Have you ever been excited to run your Spark application, only to be met with an error message? It's frustrating, right? If that's you, then you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into a common issue with Spark SBT applications and how to resolve it. I totally understand how annoying it is when you think everything is set up correctly, but then you hit a wall. You're not alone in this. Many developers face similar challenges when working with Spark and SBT. Here's the specific situation we're looking at. A user recently asked, "Why do I need to add fork in run equals true when running my Spark SBT application?" They provided their code and the error message they encountered. Sound familiar? Let's dig into this together. So what could be causing this issue? When you run a Spark application, it often requires a separate JVM process to handle certain tasks. Without the fork option, you might encounter class path issues or other conflicts. We'll break it down step by step. And don't go anywhere. I've got a crucial tip at the end that will help you avoid similar issues in the future. To understand why adding fork and run equals true resolves the issue, let's first look at the problem the user encountered. The error message indicates a class path issue related to Scala reflection. When the user runs the application without forking, the SBT process runs in the same JVM as the Spark application. This can lead to conflicts, especially with class loading and dependencies. By adding fork and run equals true to the build.sbt file, the user instructs SBT to run the application in a separate JVM. This isolates the Spark application from the SBT environment, preventing class path issues. This separation allows the Spark application to load its dependencies correctly without interference from SBT's class path, which resolves the errors the user was facing. In summary, forking is essential when running Spark applications with SBT to avoid class path conflicts and ensure smooth execution. Did you know? The first version of Spark was released in 2010, and it has evolved tremendously since then. It's amazing how far we've come in simplifying big data processing. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. This user explains that adding fork and run equals true is necessary because by default, the run task operates in the same Java virtual machine as SBT. Forking creates a separate JVM, which can resolve issues that arise from class path conflicts or version mismatches. This is particularly useful when running Spark applications. Now, let's see a response from a different user. Another user provided an alternative approach, suggesting that the issue might not be clearly defined. They referenced a specific build file from a GitHub repository for further insights. Their recommendation is to check that file for a better understanding of the configuration needed for Spark applications. Here's the crucial tip I promised. Always remember to check your build.sbt file for the fork option when working with Spark applications. It can save you a lot of headaches. And there you have it. Your Spark application should be running without issues now. Remember, keeping your build configuration in check is key. If you found this helpful, hit the subscribe button for more tips. And don't miss our next video on optimizing Spark performance.